sound of wind and creaking wood transitioning into a blend of traditional Chinese music and epic orchestral drums. What if the world you know was a historical accident? What if one gust of wind, centuries ago, had changed everything? Forget Columbus, forget the European age of discovery. We're going back to 1421. The dragon throne of the Ming Dynasty commands the greatest fleet the world has ever seen. Treasure ships, giants of the sea, led by the legendary Admiral Zheng He. In our history, they turned back, but in this one, they sail on. Across the vast, uncharted Pacific, driven by ambition and a favorable wind. Months turn into a year. Then, on the horizon, land. Not the familiar coasts of Africa or India, but a new world, lush and unknown. The Ming Empire has just discovered America. Imagine the scene. Colossal Chinese junks anchoring off the coast of what we call Mexico. Jade and silk banners, embroidered with golden dragons, are planted in the sand. This isn't a conquest driven by gold and glory, but a meeting of worlds guided by curiosity and trade. The first settlement is founded, its name echoing the promise of this new land, Xin Tianxia, Dadonai o Iskilov, Mishipi Bien, the new heaven under the sky. The exchange that follows is unlike any in our timeline. There are no conquistadors, only scholars and merchants. Chinese botanists are fascinated by maize, potatoes, and the strange bitter bean used to make a drink called cocoa. In return, the indigenous peoples of the Americas, the Aztecs, the Maya, the Inca, are introduced to the wonders of the Ming Dynasty. Fine porcelain, lustrous silk, the art of papermaking, and the secrets of the compass. Within a few decades, this peaceful exchange blossoms into a network of prosperous colonies. Chinese architecture begins to blend with local styles. Confucian temples with their distinctive curved roofs rise beside the towering pyramids of the Maya. Trade routes, both by sea and land, connect the vast territories from the Andes of Peru to the sunny coasts of California. Mandarin becomes the lingua franca of the Western Hemisphere, spoken in the courts of indigenous rulers and the bustling markets of new Sino-American cities. By the year 1600, the world's center of gravity has shifted decisively. The Renaissance doesn't explode in Florence, it ignites in Beijing. Fueled by the immense wealth and knowledge flowing from the New World, Chinese art, science, and philosophy reach unprecedented heights. The four great inventions that China gave the world, gunpowder, printing, the compass, and paper, spread from east to west, shaping the Americas in their image. The globe becomes a single, connected empire, not ruled by warrior kings, but by a meritocracy of scholars and administrators, all under the benevolent gaze of the Son of Heaven. It's a golden age of peace and prosperity. But peace, when it lasts too long, can have a hidden cost. With no rival empires to challenge its dominance, the engine of innovation begins to slow. The Ming Dynasty, having achieved what it sees as a perfect, harmonious society, shifts its focus from progress to preservation. Why change what is already flawless? The drive to explore, to invent, to compete, fades away. So, when a fledgling Europe, finally emerging from its internal conflicts, sends its own ships across the Atlantic in the 1800s, they don't find a primitive wilderness. They find a civilization centuries ahead of them in technology and organization, but one that has become rigid, complacent, and unwilling to change. The Chinese world never collapses. It never falls into ruin. It simply stops. It becomes a magnificent, timeless museum. It's a powerful thought, isn't it? That even perfection, if it means the end of growth, can become its own kind of prison. The winds of history could have blown differently, creating a world of unparalleled peace, but at the cost of the very spark that drives us forward. Thank you so much for watching and exploring this alternate timeline with us. If you enjoyed this journey into what might have been, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more dives into the fascinating corridors of history. See you next time.